you guys are ready, go ahead. Okay, Coach, coming off back-to-back WAC championships, I'm sure last year probably wasn't what you expected. When you were able to kind of review the season, what did you see, what did you notice, and what are you guys going to try to change this year?
Well, I think one was the physical play in the league. I think kind of took us by surprise. Maybe our players weren't quite ready for that. I think it's some competitive venues in the Big Sky, and I think from our standpoint we got going too late. We're coming off a great year, and I think I don't want to say complacent, but I feel like maybe we didn't put in as much hard work as we needed to coming into the Big Sky play, and it cost us early until we finally figured it out. And once we did, we got on a huge roll, but the roll was too late, and we took that into the off season and into this year already, and really have worked hard at being better on the glass. I think we'll be a better rebounding team this year, a better defensive team than we were last year.
You have a senior class, 3 girls specifically. I mean, they came in as freshmen and they went to the NCAA tournament. Do you feel like last year is going to make them really hungry, especially considering how important all 3 of those girls are?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they came back in the spring workouts, with a renewed focus, I would say, on what it's going to take to win championships. They certainly know how to do that. They've proven that. And I think that senior leadership is going to be critical to us this year.
You return most of your team, but you have a big void to fill. How do you replace Stacy?
Well, we're going to do it. It's not going to be any one person. It's going to be by committee, by everybody. And I think what's great about that fact is we're not just going to be relying on one person. And when times got tough, I think everybody kind of just looked at Stacy to be the miracle worker, and she was going to do it all. And I think she thought she had to do that at times, but this year's team, I think, as a team, has a lot of confidence in their abilities to play together, and I think the ball movement's going to be great this year. It already has been so far in practices and in the scrimmages that we've had. I think it's going to be a share the wealth mentality that's going to be great for us, and really, most of my teams that have won championships have had that mentality. It's not been one person that's done it. It's been a combination of everybody putting in, and our mantra is, you pass up the good shot for a great shot, and I think we're really buying into that this year for sure.
How's Carly's knee?
Great, and stick the brace off, playing without the brace, and full steam ahead. Yeah, she's looked really good.
It's going to be big to have, a solidified backup point guard now.
Oh, it'll be great. She's right now, she's our starting point guard, and I think you'll see that lineup Friday. I moved Connie over to the 2 guard, and Christina's still going strong right now. Jerry McCorkle has looked great since last spring and summer and into the fall at the 4 spot, and Allie at the 5. Those will be the starters on Friday. And then what I'm excited about is our depth this year. I love our freshman class. I think in particular our 2 guards we have are really going to come in and provide some firepower off the bench that we lacked last year. When I went to the bench, there might have been a drop-off this year. I don't think there's going to be any drop-off at all.
Obviously helped finish a little higher this year, but it's just nice that the 12-team format this year in the conference tournament.
I was going to say is finally the Big Sky got with it, and we have the neutral site, real season-ending tournament where, in the postseason experience for all the athletes. I think that's what has been missing in the Big Sky. When I was there, at Idaho State, I always thought, we won it there, we won it when we weren't there, but the experience was just like you're just going to play another game. That's what I loved about the WAC and their tournament in Las Vegas, the excitement of everybody being there and everybody having their chance. And it's going to be great. I like touring the facility in Reno when we went out there. Looks like it's going to be a great venue. It's going to be, it looks a lot like it's going to be like it was in Vegas, with the WAC. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome.
Anybody come in the offseason, maybe first couple workouts or practices, and really just shock you with how much they've improved?
I think, I think Carly came back even better. I think Jerry McCorkle really has come back a lot better than she was last year after her freshman year. I think those 2 have showed the most improvement. Like I said, I love our freshman guards. The other 2 freshmen have been a little banged up, so they haven't really participated as much as everybody else with some injuries. And right now, Brooke Riley's battling an injury, and she has been out for a couple of weeks, and we're waiting for her to get back because I thought she looked really good early on in the fall and last spring and summer as well. So, but the big difference maker probably for us right now is how she looks as Allie Ford, because she didn't play volleyball this year. And for the first time, she was able to participate in all of our off-season workouts in the spring, and then come in the fall and do all the individual workouts, which she's never been able to do. And she just looks better and better every day, man. She's ready to go. And before we had to wait for her to probably about mid-January before she really got her basketball legs going. And she looks like she's ready to really roll it right now.
When you're in the new conference last year, you may be waiting for Allie to kind of get going, maybe attribute to the slow start. Did you guys have a conference call?
Without a doubt, because it was a physical conference. Allie's a very physical player, and we lacked that down on the block and in the paint. We were kind of getting manhandled at times until Allie kind of got back in basketball shape. And it hurt us, no doubt. It hurt us, no doubt. So I'm excited for her to be starting the season with us, and I don't have to worry about, she had a volleyball game, and she had our game, and she had our practice, she had their practice. And all that contributed to her, of really, to her detriment, just from everything that she was trying to figure out and get her schedule together between basketball, volleyball, and academics. That's a hard road, man. It's a hard road, and hats off to her for being able to do it for 3 years. But I think you guys are going to see a really good Allie Ford this year.
That's something you heard Debbie talked about, or did you encourage that decision for her not?
No, because she knew when I she's on my scholarship, of course, because it's the basketball scholarship. But when I recruited Allie, it was, hey, you're going to play volleyball. She wanted to play volleyball 4 years, and I knew going in that was going to be it. So I was surprised as anybody when Allie came in and said, hey, I'm not going to play volleyball. Like, I had no idea that decision was coming down the pipe. And I said, hey, you sure about it? Yep. She was sure about it. She felt good about it. Debbie was fine with it. She said, hey, she's given me 3 good years, and now it's her turn to go play basketball.
You feel like if anybody can follow Alyssa's footsteps into professional basketball, it might be Allie?
Oh yeah, she'll play professional basketball, and I think that was a big reason for her why she didn't play volleyball this year. She came in the spring and said, I want to play professional basketball when I leave here, and she will get that chance. Absolutely, she will have that chance next year, be playing somewhere.
What area specifically did you see Jerry improve when she came in?
She's slimmed down. She's gotten quicker. I think more of an explosive first step for her, and really, from an offensive standpoint, what I like about her, she's gotten more aggressive now. She kind of would sit back last year and kind of just take the scraps, so to speak. And now, we had a little talk in the spring what her role needed to be coming into this year, and she's really done a great job of responding to that and being really aggressive offensively. Her three is looking great. I mean, she shot it great last year. But her strength around the basket has really improved, and I think we're going to need that kind of effort from an offensive and defensive standpoint in the paint out of her, because she's a big, strong kid, man. She can bang and battle, and that's what we're going to need in this league.
Are you looking forward to that Cancun trip, especially opening up with Duke? Have you kind of circled that one on your calendar? Or?
Well, I know our players certainly have circled the whole trip. As soon as I told them last year when they were doing cartwheels out on the floor that they got to go, but. I'm not thinking about Duke right now. I'm not thinking about Cancun. It's going to be a great experience. I've been fortunate enough to be with other teams that have gone to those kind of tournaments, and it's going to be a great experience. We didn't know we'd be playing Duke when we signed the contract, I can tell you, but got to go play somebody, and it's like I said, it'll be great when it happens. But we got a lot of work to do before we see the Blue Devils. I know that.
Do you expect Christina Salvatore to kind of step up offensively, one of the leading returning scorers? So
I do. I expect her to have a great year and play with a lot of confidence and not worry about missing a couple shots and letting that affect the rest of her game. I've talked a lot to her about how much of an impact she can put on the game from a defensive standpoint. She's a long guard. She can move. She can jump. She can rebound. And I think we're going to see a much more all-around Christina Salvatore this season. And, I've also told Connie, Connie needs to score more. If you're going to play the two, you got to be aggressive from an offensive standpoint. And I think, judging off what I've been seeing the last couple of weeks, both of them have really stepped up their offensive games.
There's been a discussion with the men, but have you had any discussions trying to get Boise State back on your schedule?
Yeah, I'm always trying to get Boise State, on the schedule. We scrimmaged them Saturday, I got a good relationship with Gordy. And, we scrimmaged them the last 3 years out at Blue Mountain College. And we talk about getting that game back, and I think from my standpoint I want it to happen. I know from his standpoint he wants it to happen. So Not sure what's stopping it right now, but still working at it because I'd love to get the Broncos, for sure, back on the schedule.
Oh, so you got Jordan up in Spokane. Maybe he talks about getting the Zags on the schedule too.
Well, the Zags' problem is they don't want to come down here. They just want everybody to come up there. So, and that was the case. I haven't talked with Lisa being there, Jordan, but that's what it was before when Kelly was there. They didn't want to come down here anymore. So if they want to come down here, then we'd love to start a home and home, but it's not just going to be a one-way street of just going up there.
John, the physicality that you're noticing in the Big Sky, that's a change from your previous stint there?
No, it wasn't a change. I knew it was coming, and I tried to tell our players it was coming, but, until you get, punched in the head, then, you don't figure it out, because I knew it, but, I built a team to win the WAC. I hadn't built a team to win the Big Sky, and the change in conferences was quick, and I think it came quicker than I thought it would come. And I didn't have time to change the recruiting and the kind of players that we had in here at the time. So we've definitely tweaked that, and I know what we need to get now because I knew what we had to do back when I was at Idaho State. I knew the kind of team we had to build back then, and now we're back in the process of building that team now. But until then, we have these players that are here that won the WAC, and like we said, get in that weight room, get stronger. They did this off season. They realize the importance of getting bigger and stronger and being able to hold their own out there physically.
Of those freshmen, how many would you anticipate are going to be part of the rotation when you get things worked out?
Well, it'll be interesting. It's hard to say right now with the two that have been out with the injuries. I can't really call that. The two guards certainly are going to. Taylor Pierce and Michaela Ferenz are going to be in the rotation, and they are going to get their minutes. There's no question about that. They're extremely talented. Offensively, what they're going to have to learn is how to play defense at this level, I can tell you. But right now, that's what I see. And, depending on how the injuries come with the other two, we'll see how much they push the front court players because those are two post guys that would have to fit in.
Are you built to win the Big Sky?
Yeah, I think we are. I think physically we're stronger now. Mentally, we're ready for it. And I'm excited to start and get after it and see where we're at.
Anybody else?
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Good
Coach.
seeing y'all. All right.